Hi, good evening, dear friends, and welcome to our weekly online event, Diving into Dhamma live Q&A with Bhante Sumitta. I'm your host, Dulani Gunasekara, and I'm truly excited to be here with all of you today. Every Friday at 6 p.m. PST and Saturday 6:30 a.m. IST, we gather here on the Dhamma USA YouTube channel to engage in enlightening discussions and Q&A sessions with the esteemed Bhante Sumitta. So, mark your calendars for every Friday at 6 p.m. PST and be ready to tune in to these insightful sessions with Bhante Sumitta, who holds a PhD in this subject matter, and the wisdom that he imparts is a guiding light for us all on our spiritual journey. Now, let's invite Bante to the studio. Teravan Saranai.
Everyone, Saranai, how are you?
Good. Um,
Okay. So today is episode number 5, right?
yes.
I hope it has been helpful to our friends. And yeah, we see um, people getting attention and they need some questions in our groups also. They ask some questions from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if we can help through this online session, everyone else can also be benefited, right? So I would like to wish every one of you a wonderful, happy, peaceful day today, and also a happy weekend starting tomorrow.
So, since we don't have any starting questions, I will start with one of my own. Um, so, what kind of advice can you give for a typical college student who is working a campus job and also doing a lot of classes, and they tend to get stressed out? What kind of techniques can we apply to that?
I think that's a very good question that can be applicable to many students, especially in the West. Like the students, they need to work also apart from studying. They do work study, many hours of work study. So I think as a student who is overwhelmed with work and studies, it is helpful if you change your sleeping pattern. Um, Sleeping pattern in the sense you need to sleep early and then wake up early so that early morning you can practice, you can study more. If you study like couple of hours or something before going to the school every single day, you will be okay, you will be good, and you will be able to balance your stress level and also your study workload. Otherwise, once you go to the school, it will be hard because when you work, you already get tired, you drain your energy, and it will be hard for you to actually balance. And when you go to library, you might feel sleepy, and you feel like lifeless. So I personally recommend all our young children who work and study together. You might try changing your sleeping pattern. That will be very helpful because in the morning, if you sleep early and you can wake up early, that means you have time to relax. And then early morning, you study 1 or 2 hours every single day. Let's say like you work 2 hours uh, during the weekdays. Imagine like it is going to be 10 hours every single day. If you work in the morning, early morning, after a good sound sleep, that means the 2 hours that you spend in the morning for your studies can be really, really precious. That can be like, I think, whole morning session. So I recommend you study early morning and focus more on your studies in the morning before going to university. And if possible, later after work and after study, at least go to the library and spend some time there. Even if you feel sleepy, don't feel discouraged. You know, you study there in the library. If you feel sleepy, just stay there. Maybe 5 minute nap in the library. It's okay, and then you can work, and you can also be inspired by the number of books around and the atmosphere there, and maybe some other students are also studying there, so you will feel more encouraged to study. So I recommend, if you can complete your at least some of your assignments before coming home, that will be very helpful to you. So when you drive back home, and you are almost done with most of your work. I hope it helps.
Thank you very much. For any of our college students watching, this will be a very good advice for them. And actually, I had a follow-up question regarding the same topic. Um, let me see. So, what happens if, let's say, a few college students came home late from their classes and they didn't have enough time to study and had to wake up the next day? What kind of advice can we do in that kind of situation?
So, like, if you um, go to go home, like, let's say, like 10 p.m. Even if you come back home 10 p.m. Okay, let's say 10 p.m. You take shower, and you already feel tired. You don't want to study anymore. And I know, like, there are some students who actually work outside, like some companies, they work part time. And apart from the work study, some people actually work in different companies. So for them, actually, it's more driving and more draining time. So they need to also manage their timing. I know some people work like overnight. That will be even more difficult. Uh, so I recommend, if you are a student, uh, I think overnight working can be little more challenging, especially with your studies, because during your 3 or 4 years in the college, those times are really, really precious. You are actually building a foundation for your life and career. So you need to focus. You need to give priority to your studies. Yeah, I know this is not really like directly Buddhism, but I think this still can be very helpful to many people, especially our young generation who want to balance between work and study. And I think they need to they need to decide. Okay, I'm going to use this 3 years of my life, most precious time of my life, to make sure that I work, and that way I can make my life more helpful. So I would like to recommend all the people, especially our young generation, if you want to work, and you remember, work should be part time, your study should be full time. So you should give priority to your studies, not to the work, because work should only be helpful to you, but study is the most fundamentally prioritized work for you. because on those 3 years or so, you have to build your future career. Then you need to think, okay, I need to focus on my studies. Later, I can work more. You can work 2 or 3 jobs if you want later. But right now, you need to focus on your study. That is your priority. Later, you will repent otherwise. Oh, I worked too much. I should have worked less, and I should have saved my energy to my studies. Because the future generation need to be more equipped with better knowledge and balanced lifestyle. Those little things can be very helpful to you, like especially when you are a student, college going student. You learn your life, you start to stand on your own feet. Those things can be very helpful if you focus on your career, and if you focus on your studies. Your knowledge, your accomplishments as a college student will be very helpful for the rest of the world, or only to you.
Yeah, thank you for advice. I really appreciate it. That's something I personally need to work on too. But it will take time. But if I would say start now, and for anyone else who's struggling out there, it will take time. We just need a lot of patience with ourselves and just let time do its job. So thank you very much. And now I have a question related to Buddhism. So so these days, I have a meditation class that I'm taking in my campus, and I find it hard sometimes to focus on my practice, and I would feel that the time is moving very slow. And I don't fall asleep nowadays, which is good, but I feel like I can't properly focus on what I'm doing. So, what is the best practice, or how can I improve on this meditation?
You say you are meditating in the class.
Yeah, we have one of our classes that has a meditation.
Okay, okay. So that time you meditate inside the class too.
Yeah, like 30 minutes.
Oh, really? You do, like, is it a guided meditation or just silent?
Um, it's like more like breathing meditation, but with counting involved.
Hmm.
So it's like a variation of anapanasati.
You say the time is moving slow. I know. It can happen when you are less interested, or maybe you are tired. Um, it is. It happens very natural. Okay, for a beginner, when you meditate at the beginning, it is so tiring, so tedious. You want to finish. Let's say, like, you have alarm for half an hour or 15 minutes or even 10 minutes. It looks like longer because you are a beginner. That is a sign that you are still a beginner. And then it can also reflect depending on the time. Like, let's say, like, during the middle of the day, evening, after afternoon or something, depends on the class timing. So you need to be ready for that. When you go to meditate, it looks like you don't have to do anything, but you have to be prepared mentally, both mentally and physically. That's important when you want to meditate. If then, let's say, like, you are not so tired, you are not so hungry, you are balanced with you are prepared mentally and physically, then you can actually meditate better. Let's say, like, some people feel sleepy. In that case, you need to sleep early. Take a nap, even 15 minutes, 10 minutes nap can be helpful, because when you go to meditation session, you feel more comfortable. You don't feel sleepy anymore. And if you feel tired or hungry or thirsty, make sure you drink some water or some tea or whatever. Eat some snacks. before going to that session. And then you will also not feel so uncomfortable, especially for a beginner. Okay, so this is important. And then the more you progress in your meditation, the more you will enjoy. It is like a swimming, swimming session. Let's say a beginner, you struggle. You struggle at the swimming pool, right? Uh, you want to finish. You can't swim so long. You feel so tired. And then you are thinking, when I'm going to finish this session. And later, when you know like how you struggle with you in the swimming pool, you are drowning and you feel like so suffocating, you feel like lifeless, less energy, all these things happen to you. But later, when you practice more, you know how to survive on the water. You can just flow and you can just swim like a fish. You will really enjoy. The more you swim, the more comfortable you become. Meditation is also just like that. Even if you go for let's say like you are an athlete, you are running, it's the same. Let's say like you have to complete 10 rounds, and you are actually thinking, when I'm going to finish this running or even walking. So always when there is a target, it happens to us, especially as a beginner. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you feel, and the meditation will also be the same. So keep working and don't feel bad. And it is very natural if you feel like the time slows. In the Dhammapada, Buddha said, Digha Jagrato Rati, Dighang Santasya Yojanam, Digo Balanang Sansaro, Sadhamang Avijanato. So the sansara, the person who actually breaks rest, you know, they feel the night is so long. And so when is the time, like let's say like you wake up in the middle of the night and you don't feel sleepy, and then you see when is it going to be morning. You feel like that, and it's not going to happen so soon, and you feel like it's so long. Digha jagarato rati. When you wake up, the night time, especially when you don't have to do anything, then you feel like the night is super super long. Like if you are busy with your studies or an exam or something, even the night becomes shorter because you are too much active and engaged. But if you don't have anything, the night becomes longer. Digha jagarato rati. Dighang santas yojana. When you are tired, even a yojana, or that's a kind of a measure, like a distance, like several miles, let's say like a 2 mile walk or something. And when you are tired, that target is super long for you. Same thing. The Buddha said, Digho balanang sansaro sadhammang avijanato. When you don't know the Dhamma, that such kind of foolish people feel the samsara is also longer. Their samsara is much longer. So yeah, that's it. How important it is to be actively engaged. That is the idea. When you are actively engaged, you don't feel it's too long.
Thank you. I am still working on my meditation. It's much more improved as it was in the past, but I will work on more on the tips you gave me and for anyone else who's struggling with meditation. So let's say we have early beginners who haven't not heard of meditation and they're interested in learning how to meditate. What kind of tips can you provide for us?
That's a really good question. Actually, when somebody wants to meditate, That means every one of us has some kind of an issue. Let's say some people like feel tired, some people feel angry, some people feel sad, some people feel restless, some people feel that they are overwhelmed with work. So many issues are there, and also there are some people who have certain certain challenges in their life, maybe due to lack of financial support, or due to some family issues, or workplace experiences. There are people who actually feel uncomfortable, and for them, meditation is a really, really helpful one. This means you really have to meditate. If you feel angry all the time, that means you need to meditate. If you feel tired all the time, that means you need to meditate. If you feel sick all the time, that means you need to meditate. If you feel overwhelmed with so many other things, or you feel sad, or you feel messed up sometimes due to some reason, or even if you feel alone, you feel lonely sometimes, and yeah, that means you need to meditate. So I recommend you start with a simple, you know, um, 5-10 minutes sitting comfortably, uh, and then you can actually work on your breath, listen to your own breath. Let's say you sit and you straighten your back and relax your shoulders, and also close your eyes gently and compassionately towards yourself, towards everyone else. Then you can focus on your breath. Focus on your breath. Listen to your own breath. That will be very helpful. And if you listen to your own breath, you can, what you can do is, um, you can calm down. You listen to your own breath. Everyone breathes. So you listen to your own breath means you can calm down. That can really, really help you maintain a very peaceful life for you. And when you have peaceful mind, your health will improve, your concentration will improve, your productivity, your efficiency, everything will improve. You will be able to live a happy, peaceful life. So I think for a beginner, you just practice like 5-10 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes or 10 minutes even is okay. Totally focus on your breath meditation, and just listen to it. Just observe your breath, and then you can just continue to improve. We do have a lot of guided meditations actually, for like short-term guided meditations, vipassana meditations, like breath, loving kindness, and some other like mindfulness immersed in the body, some vipassana meditation techniques. So you can follow, like, as I think for a beginner, guided meditation can also be helpful. So you can follow one of them and then practice. And you need to select the time of the day. Okay, what is the most comfortable time for you? Sit, before, let's say, like before waking, going to bed, or after waking up, or before studying. You can just 5-10 minutes spend for meditation. Sit quietly. That will be very helpful. And then you continue to do that same time, and then for 1 week, and after that you can improve a little bit in the second week. Let's say you meditate 10 minutes in the first week, you can improve a little bit in the second week. Okay, maybe couple of minutes more. So you feel you will gradually improve your meditation duration. And then you can actually go a long way when you keep doing it. And your body will also be adjusted to that. Your system will register your good habit. And you will see this productivity, this efficiency much more visible uh, in a few weeks' time. Let me know if someone is as a beginner, if you practice, and let me know how it goes.
Sure, I will definitely let you know. Um, I have another question. This question actually came up in one of my classes, and I thought it'd be a good idea to have it on here as well. So it is in the Eightfold Pad that was introduced in the Fourth Noble Truth, has Magga. What is the significance of eight rights? And in accordance, why are the Four Noble Truths called the Noble Truths?
Uh, what is the significance of eight rights?
Like
I think,
Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa, they have all Samma, Samma, like means right.
yeah, okay, okay. Let's say like a view. Okay, so when you go for a journey, you need to have the navigation. Let's say you go from your home to the school, and let's say first time you don't know even how to go there. Later on, when you keep going, you know you don't need the navigation anymore, but you still have to be mindful, right? Otherwise, you will take wrong exit. Otherwise, you will take longer. So it will be very hard. See how the navigation plays such an important role in a life journey. So same thing in the samsara. The right view is the first factor. Sammaditthi or right view is the first factor that will navigate you throughout the rest of the factors. That way you will know what to do and how to do. You are clear with your view. This is very, very important. How to have a right view. So having said that, some people say, okay, we need to meditate, we need to be mindful, you know, we need to be mindful, yes, but that mindfulness also should be samma, right mindfulness. Because let's say some people, I take this simile all the time, like sniper man, sniper gunman. What happened with the sniper gunman? Sniper gunman will focus, also will be very focused when he takes the gun, and he or she will keep focusing very, very strongly for hours and even maybe days, maybe some weeks, you don't know, and they are very focused, but that is not samadhi. The idea is to hurt some. And so samadhi or some even mindfulness should be right. And then only we can go the right way. Because these all eight rights are there, all kamma, samma ditti, samma sankappa, samma vacha, samma kammanta, samma ajiva, samma vayama, samma sati, samma samadhi. All these are samma because there is an opposite to that as well. If you don't have the samma, let's say samma vayama. What is samma vayama? Samma vayama means you have negative qualities and positive qualities in you. Okay, so when you have negative qualities, you have some negative qualities within you, and you don't have certain negative qualities within you outside. You see in other people, like there are some people who get very easily angry, or there are some people who gossip all the time. Some of the negative qualities that you can see among the other people. And you don't allow those things to come to you. And you also focus on yourself. I have this negative quality within me. I recognize this, I accept it, and I work towards the elimination of that negative quality. And then there are positive qualities within you and outside of you. You see some wonderful people, that some people are very generous, some people are very kind, compassionate. When you see those people who are also very easily friendly with the other people, how they break ice very easily. They know how to maintain good social life. They are very good in talking to people, and you see some of those things, and people are very light-hearted, and some people are very kind-hearted, some people are very mindful, some people are very focused and attentive. You see those qualities in the other people, and then you need to learn. I need to cultivate those things within me, and that is somehow I am. And you also have some qualities, wonderful, wholesome qualities already, so you need to improve them. You need to work towards more. I have this quality in me, I know, but I need to improve it more so that I can uh, I can progress. If you keep maintaining the same way every day, it doesn't make sense. I mean, uh, if you want to improve, you need to recognize and improve it more. That's important. Same way with the vacha. You say, what is vacha? Tama vacha. We know, like, there are four kinds of words that we need to be careful, right? Uh, Musavada, Pisunavacha, Parusavacha, Sampapa. So Musavada is telling lies, and Parusavacha is speaking harsh words, and the Pisunavacha is slandering. Try to break a wonderful, friendly relationship with some of the people, and also Sampapalapa, like meaningless, useless gossip. And those are some of the things that we recognize as wrong speech. So, Micha Vacha is there. We need to work against them. And then we don't say false speech, that means you are truthful, right? And you don't say harsh words, means you are kind and compassionate. And then you don't slander, or that means you are actually making. You see some people like friends, let's say, when you see them like fighting each other, arguing each other for nothing, and then you can intervene them in different ways. You need to make them together, you need to unite them together. Not only individuals, but also groups, but also countries, communities. We can unite them. That will be such a wonderful, wholesome habit uh, against slandering. Okay, and then apart from using uh, those three unwholesome speech, we also have this fruitless or meaningless talk, like frivolent, what do you call, um, the, sampapalapa, most of the time gossip or meaningless talk. And you need to, whenever you meet with someone, like here, we speak something useful. We speak something more helpful to benefit the others, benefit to you, benefit to others, not harming anyone, not hurting anyone, not damaging anyone. That can be a wonderful talk. Yeah, so there are 32 kinds of talks that we need to, for example, avoid at the temples. Rajakatha, Chorakatha, etc. How we have to be careful in our speech. So all these things can be very helpful.
Thank you very much. Were you able to explain the second part of the question?
Oh, why is it called noble? Yeah. So when you do the right thing, it will help you, bring you to the the noble path, the final liberation. That is the noble, that is why it is noble truth. And also it is, so through understanding like this mundane value of this noble eightfold path, we also need to focus more in the spiritual side, more detailed, and then it becomes Arya Satya even more. It will help us navigate through to the next level of our spiritual journey. That is why it is called noble truth. So four noble truths are, they are not just truth, but they are noble truths. They can be noble truth because we can get rid of the samsaric suffering eventually. That is why it is called noble truth.
Thank you very much. This was a question that my professor asked us in class and I was unable to answer. So now I have an answer to give out. So Hema is here. She's asking Bante why the effects of bad karma still prevail even the person has already gone to hell for killing beings, then again in human life being killed repeatedly.
I think um, like the theory of karma is a very complicated lesson uh, in Buddhism. This teaching is also really, really important. uh, why it happens to people. Like you say, I remember in Dakina Vibhanga Sutta, Buddha talks about many different ways how when you practice generosity, how you can be benefited in many different births. Not only one birth, but many hundreds and thousands of births, you can be benefited. How does it happen? When you do a good karma, you will be benefited many, many birth times. So not only one birth time, even if you are born in a heavenly realm, you come back and you will still feel the impact of the good karma, wholesome karma. Same way, even if you do a bad karma, you might be born in a lower realm and come back, you will still have some part of the remaining karmic effect, karmic condition. So you really can get rid of it so easily. People tried in many different ways, but I would say, like practically speaking, how we can cope up with these things. Let's say there are some people who have like very unkind nature, who get very easily aggressive, who use harsh words all the time to hurt others. You need to recognize these mistakes in you. Somewhere, somehow, if you recognize I have this problem in me, then I have to accept it. I have to be humble. And then there is an opportunity for me to work towards, getting rid of it. That is why we need to understand. So even if we have some bad effect from our samsara, it is very natural because we have been living in this samsara for a long time, as according to Buddhism. So some of those past karmic conditions can still be there. But if you continue to be good today, if you continue to be positive today, um, most of these bad karmic conditions can be replaced with wholesome karmic energy from your own samsaric existence. So let's say like you don't get angry. You don't get angry for a week. Imagine you are doing some good karma, like wholesome thing for a long time, and continuously you are engaged in helping people, helping communities, and also being nice to others. Even if you don't have money, it doesn't really matter. You can be a very nice person. You can be kind person. You don't need money for to be kind. You can smile. You see some people, a lot of young people today I see, I feel sad actually when I see that. Like they don't smile. When you smile, it brings such a good energy, and the other people feel that directly right away. Oh, this is so wonderful. It gives a beautiful, wholesome energy. You send a signal, good signal. So smile is a good way, and being nice is a good way. Being kind is a good way, and be generous. Also, let's say like practice 10 minutes a day, or 15 minutes a day, half an hour a day. Meditate. So when you continue to do that, what happens? You are creating a condition where the wholesome and good karmic energy from your past birth can also be attracted. So you consolidate, you strengthen your present karmic condition, and then everything will be good. Whatever you do in your life becomes good. That is the truth. So you feel, try this positive way of thinking, and try to behave positively, try to be kind, try to be generous, and you see how it helps you. Everything you do will be good. You will see, you will meet wonderful, nice people, and you will also be helped by many other ways like unknown, unseen, um, wholesome energies, wholesome people, wholesome spirits, maybe even devas, kalyana mitras can help you every time. So don't worry, even if you have a bad patch today, you need to get rid of it by being positive today. And if you worry, the crying, the worrying, the sad, angry, all these things will only attract your past bad karmic energy. The only way to get rid of that bad patch is to be positive today, right here, right? So be energetic. Make some effort. It's okay. I had a bad patch today. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm good. I can do it. You can see like I can do it, and then you will do it. So it's not a mission impossible.
Thank you very much. I hope that answers your question, Hema. A very good question, by the way. So since we don't have any other questions, I was thinking on behalf of the viewers watching now and for our future viewers, could you conduct a short guided meditation for us, as it can be very beneficial for us all?
Oh yeah, sure. Then we can conclude with a good short guided meditation. Yeah, I think we always encourage people to meditate. I um, I really feel much more comfortable when I talk and when I practice myself. So let's do it for a 5 minutes or so. Okay. So um, settle on your seats and sit comfortably. Keep your right palm on the left palm and connect your two thumbs. Straighten your back and also your head. Relax your shoulders. Relax your body. And now gently and compassionately close your eyes. Do not tightly close your eyes, but lightly. Relax your eyebrows and then take a good long deep breath and hold it for a few seconds. Through the nostril you can do it. And then slowly release. When you take a good long deep breath, it helps us release our body, relax our body. You can do it a couple of times or so if you feel the need of relaxing your body. When you take a good long deep breath, your shoulders, your body becomes much more relaxed. And then focus on your breath. Observe your breath. See how it happens when you breathe in and breathe out. See how the incoming breath touches the nostril before entering your body. We call it entry point. And observe how your outgoing breath touches the upper lip before leaving the body. We call it exit point. So between the entry point and the exit point, the distance is roughly an inch or so. But if you continue to observe, that can be a very long journey, a wonderful, wholesome journey, which can benefit you in numerous ways. So observe your breath, breathe naturally, and observe your every single breath. Every single breath is different from each other. So focus on that. Observe the breath. See how you feel when you breathe in. See how you feel when you breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Whatever happens naturally, you just recognize it, observe it, identify it. When you keep doing it, your body will be calm and peaceful. So is your mind. Your mind will also be calm and peaceful. So focus on your breath. If it is a longer breath, you recognize, identify it as long breath. If it is a shorter breath, you recognize it as the shorter breath. Later, when you are completely settled into your meditation, you will feel that your breath becomes subtler and subtler. So even then, you don't have to worry. Just observe whatever happens. You can observe my breath is subtler. Incoming breath is subtler. Outgoing breath is subtler. You can even feel the sensation when you breathe in the oxygen with the incoming breath. So kind of a cooling sensation. The carbon dioxide with the outgoing breath. So a kind of a warm sensation. Feel that sensation. Stay calm and continue to feel. Now let us take a good long deep breath, one and hold it for 5 seconds. And then slowly release and now gently and compassionately open your eyes with a more positive energy towards yourself and towards everyone. All right.
Thank you very much. I think it was very helpful for us all, even me personally. Even though I was tired throughout the day, I didn't fall asleep. So I was fully awake during my meditation.
That's a good sign.
Yes. So I think for today we had a very good session. So based on time, I think we can call it a day for today. But first of all, I would like to thank Bante for your insightful and elaborate answers to all of our questions, for giving us very good advice with a lot of wisdom. And we appreciate all your valuable time to come here and share your wisdom and knowledge with us all from with our friends from all over the globe. And for our viewers watching, please make sure that you're following us on Dhamma USA's socials, YouTube, and Facebook to be updated with the latest notifications. Additionally, if there were any questions that were unable to be answered, which today we don't have any, so that's good. Um, Either way, you can bring them for our next session, which is on Friday. So, thank you once again to all of our viewers joining us online, and we look forward to seeing you every Friday at 6 p.m. PAST for diving into Dhamma live Q&A with Bhante Sumitta. And before we end for the day, may we ask Bhante to deliver some blessing verses for us.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. May you all be well, happy, healthy. We do have another session, so I have to conclude. Sabbītiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatvantarāyo sukhi dīghāyuko bhava. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much. And we look forward to seeing you on next Friday, September 29th at 6 p.m. PST. Have a good day.